Hello and welcome to this video. My name is Benvarmeren and today I will educate you on minions in League of Legends. In this video we'll cover these subjects: general knowledge of minions, what is a lane swap and when should I do it, when to utilize slow pushing, the concept of fast pushing and when to apply the strategy, and what is the idea behind freezing a lane. The first set of minions, they spawn at 1 minute and 15 seconds into the game. The spawn order of minions is super minions, 3 melee minions, siege minions, and 3 caster minions. Every 19 seconds, or the same as every third wave, the minions will grow stronger. Minions, they deal 50% more damage to turrets and 40% reduced damage to champions. The armor of turrets is reduced when enemy minions are nearby, and all minions have the same amount of movement speed, which are 325. When talking about melee minions, we know that 3 spawns with every wave, and melee minions have more health points than caster minions. These minions are worth 59 experiences. When talking about caster minions, we know that there will also spawn 3 with every wave. Caster minions attack with balls which have either a red or blue color depending on their side. These minions are worth 29 experiences and their max health is 425, as their stat gain in terms of health caps at 26 minutes and 45 seconds into the game. When looking at siege minions, we know that there spawns 1 every third wave. They receive 30% less damage from turrets, hence their name of allowing sieges, and they have more health and deal more damage than a regular caster / melee minion. After 20 minutes, siege minions spawn with every 2 waves, and at 35 it's every wave. These minions are worth 92 experiences. And the last type of minion is super minions. In every lane that an inhibitor has been destroyed, a super minion will spawn. They will spawn for 4 minutes, equal to 8 waves, which is also the same time before an inhibitor respawns. A super minion will replace the siege minion in a wave, and as the siege minion, it'll take 30% less damage from turrets. When all 3 inhibitors in a base is down, there will spawn 2 super minions with each lane. These minions are worth 97 experiences. Now, let's look at ways of manipulating the minions in your favor. What is a lane swap and when should I do it? In a traditional lane swap, you place your top laner against the enemy's bot lane. This way, you can protect your weak bot lane, which would lose a 2v2 matchup, and ensure that they'll be able to stay even in CS. In an old meta, bottom laners would lane swap with their top laner going to the bottom side to catch minions and experiences. In another meta, top laners would duo jungle with their jungler. This was a way of allowing them to have an impact in the game, as they would be zoned away from the minions if they were to enter the lane. Entering a lane would also put them under the threat of being dove under the tower, giving up a kill to the enemy team. In the current meta, you usually lane swap when you have destroyed the enemy's bottom side tower. This means that you will send your bottom lane up to the top side, as they now have an advantage in momentum and gold. From here, you can slowly grind down the top side tower, while also applying pressure for potential Rift Herald to be taken. Another way of rotating around the map is to use your bottom lane as a pressure point, sending them into the mid lane to create a hotspot of map pressure, forcing your enemies to respond. From here, if played correctly, you can gain a Rift Herald, rotate to the top side, or simply force and engage. Slow pushing and when to do it. A slow push is the most used thing, as it allows you to build up a big minion wave before getting to the enemy tower. This way you can stay on the tower for a longer time and put down a lot of damage onto it. Alternatively, you can utilize this strategy in order to create minion pressure on one side of the map, while you and your team pushes on the opposite lane. In the clip on your screen right now, you can see how Benvarmeren and Sneaky are able to create a big minion wave that'll help them take down TSM's tower. Looking at the minimap, you can see the same thing being done by TSM in the bottom side of Summoner's Rift. The concept of fast pushing and when to apply this strategy. The idea behind fast pushing is that you will get onto the tower faster with a fair number of minions. You will not have a gigantic army at your disposal when fast pushing, but the perk is that you get immediate pressure onto the map, with the downside being that it will take you longer to kill the tower with fewer minions at your command. This strategy is usually used when your enemy laner has just recalled and you want to deny minions. Another way of using this strategy is when a fight is occurring in one lane and your split pusher fast pushes in the opposite lane in order to gain an objective. From SK Telecom vs KT Game 3 Week 5 of the 2017 LCK Summer Split. Ontara is fast pushing in order to take down KT's inhibitor as SK Telecom are creating heat in the mid lane. What is the idea behind freezing a lane? In a freezing lane, you'll want the minion wave to be frozen in place. You don't want them to move, therefore you'll want the minions to be even in terms of numbers, and you only want to hit the minions when they're just about to die. This way, you can farm safely if you're behind, while forcing the enemy to go somewhere else on the map. However, freezing a lane is very rarely used, as it is a high risk, low reward play. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like, subscribe and find me on Twitter. Have an idea about a video I should make? Leave a comment below. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you next time.